The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A first down throw. Here's Franks.
And incomplete to open things up.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Working out of the gun, Franks. That's complete to Davis.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Franks.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Able to get there and pick it. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Franks.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this, because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Packers' 45-yard line.
It's Franks now from the shotgun.
Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Franks.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So that'll back them up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about Andrew Luck in 2012 with 4,374 yards? Cam Newton had a big rookie year. So did Robert Griffin III. And how about Justin Herbert in 2020? He hit the league with a splash.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Vikings 14, Packers 3.
2nd and 12.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Score, Vikings 14, Packers 10.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Franks now. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Setting up play action. Franks. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Chubb again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, they'll run to Nwangu. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Franks now to throw on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Off the play fake, here's Franks.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Frank's looking to throw.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Back to throw. Franks. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. They'll get this to Nwangu. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Packers.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
They'll run with Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And here's a quick throw to Handler on the edge. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw here.
Got a man complete. It's Handler.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
Handoff right side to Nwangu.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And a here as he's taken down.
Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They go play action with Franks.
Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up here to Caldwell. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now Franks.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Franks.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
They're going right back to Hamler.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
1st down, Green Bay.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown! Packers.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Franks now.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now a give running left is Nwangu.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Five yards remain on second down. Another run now for Nwangu.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And the Packer first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Power. Oh, he sheds himself free. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 18. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Finding Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Minnesota,
they moved to 9-7 on the year with 1 game remaining.